Colorful Colorado lives up to its snazzy nickname by being one of the most stunningly beautiful states in the Union. The magnificence of the state's natural terrain and wildlife, when combined with a plenitude of outdoor activities, a thriving economy, and friendly culture, leaves little wonder why many people are moving to Colorado. While the cost of living is a bit higher than some other states, with its booming economy and plentiful jobs, Colorado has long attracted successful professionals, students, retirees, and families from all through the U.S. Join Viewcation as we go through the best places to live in Colorado. Boulder. Back in the day, Boulder was known to be a hippie haven with a small town vibe. These days, however, it's grown to be a full-fledged city with a ton of diversity. Known as the gateway to the Rockies, Boulder is home to dozens of fantastic restaurants and more than 24 craft breweries. The city is known for the University of Colorado at Boulder, which is a fantastic institution to earn a degree. Since thousands of acres of open green spaces can be found throughout the greater Boulder area, it's also a fabulous spot for outdoor activities of all kinds. If you enjoy things like biking, hiking, climbing, and running, you'll be pleased to know that both Boulder Canyon and El Dorado State Park are both nearby. The majority of residents are outdoor enthusiasts who take their health seriously. Living among a culture of people who prioritize such things makes it much easier to stay fit. One of the most popular attractions in the summer is Boulder Reservoir. Here you'll find an area optimal for swimming, paddleboarding, boating, kayaking, and more. Over at the Pearl Street Mall in downtown Boulder, you'll find a flourishing marketplace, home to many shops, bars, cafes, and restaurants. Boulder is a very food-centric city. On 13th Street, you'll find marvelous restaurants and pubs like Bohemian Beer Garden and The Sink. The real estate market in town is sizzling hot, and homes are in fairly high demand. The median asking price for a house is currently around $825,000. Pueblo. If Boulder sounds lovely but you can't quite afford those housing rates, then consider looking into the city of Pueblo. This affordable mid-sized town provides residents with a southwestern culture and plenty of sunlight. The downtown Riverwalk district offers a nice mix of shops, restaurants, galleries, theaters, and events. Some of Pueblo's primary employers include Parkview Medical Center and Colorado State University, Pueblo. With a high desert climate, residents are shielded from the more extreme winter weather conditions that the majority of the rest of the state has to deal with. Annually, Pueblo receives about 32 inches of snowfall, and while that might sound like a lot, it's much lower than what cities like Fort Collins and Denver get. Denver. Dubbed the Mile High City, Denver is one of the best places in the state to call home. The city's nickname comes from its distinct location, sitting about a mile above sea level. Residents of Denver enjoy more than 300 sunny days a year. Not even Miami or San Diego can claim that. With dozens of bars and breweries per capita, Denver is famous for being one of the top spots for beer drinkers in the country. Be sure to check out spots like 10 Barrel Brewing Company, Prost Brewing Company and Beer Garden, and Banded Oak Brewing Company if you're looking for an assortment of brews. Home to the Broncos, Rockies, Nuggets, and Avalanche, Denver is a sports lover's dream come true. Getting around town is pretty easy thanks to Denver's excellent public transit system. If you need a reprieve from the concrete jungle, just outside the city you'll find numerous spots for hiking and skiing. Denver Airport is also conveniently located right within city limits. The city's growing at a fast rate. It's estimated that by 2030, the population will have surpassed more than 3.5 million people. Unfortunately, this fast-paced rate of growth means affordable housing is getting harder and harder to come by. Still, the city has a consistently strong economy that's actively growing. It's known for being a great city to find jobs in the sciences, technology, math, and engineering. As far as attractions go, make sure you check out the Denver Art Museum, Denver Botanic Gardens, and Denver Museum of Nature and Science. Castle Rock. This cozy Colorado town is known for its fantastic dining and shopping options, as well as its outdoorsy culture. Castle Rock is located about 35 miles from Denver, so it's fairly accessible. The mountains are easily reachable to the west, so if you're a skier or snowboarder, you won't have to go very far to hit the slopes. One of the main reasons why people love living in Castle Rock is its proximity to Denver. You can easily commute to the city while not having to shell out cash to live there. Housing is fairly affordable, and there are plenty of high-paying jobs in the area. During the spring, summer, or fall, you can hike at the Mitchell Creek Canyon Trail. Another option is the Ridgeline Open Space, which features more than 13 miles of trails. Castle Rock is one of the top 10 fastest growing cities in America, and it's also one of Colorado's best tourist destinations. Colorado Springs. With its reasonably priced neighborhoods, low cost of living, and beautiful setting, Colorado Springs is one of the most popular cities in Colorado to move to. One-bedroom apartments can be rented for about $1,000 on average, while median home prices are cheaper than what you'd find in Boulder or Denver. With the Garden of the Gods and Pikes Peak nearby, Colorado Springs is one of the best places to live if you're an appreciator of Mother Earth. It's known for having a robust military culture and presence, since several military installations are located nearby. That includes Schriever Air Force Base, Peterson Air Force Base, Fort Carson, and the U.S. Air Force Academy. Compared to cities like Denver or Fort Collins, Colorado Springs offers residents a slower, more laid-back lifestyle. If you need to get to the big city, Denver is just about an hour and a half away. Over the last few decades, Colorado Springs has routinely been ranked as one of the top cities in the U.S. to live. Fort Collins. Located at the edge of the Front Range Mountains, this Colorado city is the northernmost city along the snow-topped mountain range. It's about 60 miles north of Denver and sits along the majestic Cache-la-Poudre River. Fort Collins is a very scenic and aesthetically beautiful town that's home to Colorado State University. While the city is popular with students, it's also a great place to raise a family. Old Town is both a state and national historic district comprised of over 25 historical buildings. Downtown Fort Collins is also a major draw as it's home to a bustling business district that happened to be the inspiration for Disneyland's Main Street USA. Like other cities in Colorado, Fort Collins is a big beer city. There are more than 20 breweries to visit, including New Belgium, Odell, and Snowbank. Fort Collins accounts for more than 70% of Colorado's craft beer production. If knocking back tall boys isn't your thing, you'll be happy to know Fort Collins is also a hot spot for outdoor activities. There are more than 200 miles of dedicated bike lanes and an additional 960 acres of parks to explore. Locals regularly enjoy activities like biking, hiking, kayaking, fishing, and camping. Aurora. If you live in Aurora, you won't have to go far to see breathtaking views of the Rockies. Residents here love activities like golf, hiking, and biking, especially since the natural terrain is so inviting. Within the city, there are more than 100 parks to choose from. You can also explore the Morrison Nature Center, home to lush wildlife habitats. Aurora boasts one of the state's biggest indoor marketplaces. Visitors to Stanley Marketplace can find more than 50 independently owned and operated Colorado businesses, including restaurants, boutiques, galleries, cafes, gyms, and health centers. The median housing price in the city is about $485,000. If you're looking to rent, expect to pay about $1,575 a month for a one-bedroom. Aurora is a briskly growing city, perfect for professionals and families. It's a great place to raise kids, and the crime rate is relatively low compared to similarly sized cities. There are dozens of great neighborhoods to choose from, and like Colorado Springs, there's a strong military presence in the area. Now it's time to hear from you. Would you consider moving to any of these Colorado cities? Let us know in the comments section below.